GoogleAdsStrategy.com.
Hello and welcome to the Google Ads Strategy Show, where I answer your questions about Google Ads. My name is Kyle Sullerud, and if you have a question you'd like me to answer, head over to GoogleAdsStrategy.com and ask it. Today's question I've actually pulled out of one of my Facebook groups. If you're not aware, I run two Facebook groups as of now. One of them is called Google Ads Strategy. The other is called YouTube Ads Strategy. Public Facebook groups you can go request to join if you're not already a member. So this question was asked by a guy named Joseph, and he asks, what is the best way to exclude cities you don't serve, preferably as negative keywords? For example, if I am an event planner in Dallas and I didn't want to show up on searches for event planner in Houston, San Antonio, Austin, is there a way I can do this without having to manually type in Houston, Austin, etc. as negative keywords? So, good question, and I wanted to answer this because I think it's important to realize what can happen if you think you're targeting a specific area, but you might get traffic from searches intended for a different area. So, first, let me just touch on the location targeting. So you do want to make sure your location targeting is as specific as possible, and you've actually changed the advanced option to only include people who are in or regularly in your location. Okay, that's not the default setting. The default setting is going to allow people to see your ad even if they have just showed interest in the location you're targeting. So you want to change that so your ads are only showing to people in or regularly in your location targeting. And I can just assume that you've already done that. That's not really the main point of the question here. The main point is, let's say someone is actually in Dallas, but they're searching for an event in Houston. So they're searching for an event planner in Houston. So they're going to Google and searching for event planner Houston. Now, because they're in Dallas and you're targeting the keyword event planner, that could trigger your ad, right? So there are a couple of ways to prevent that. First, you could only target exact match keywords for event planner as an exact match keyword, or event planner Dallas. Okay, whatever location you're in, you would just target exact match keywords for those locations. I don't really recommend that. That's not how I do it because it's just going to limit the traffic too much. If I'm an event planner, I want to be able to target event planners as a phrase match keyword. Okay, that does open up this problem, though, of someone in the city you're targeting searching for your business in a different city. And really the way to deal with it is, like you mentioned, Joseph, to add negative keywords for these other cities. Okay, it sounds like you really don't want to go that route and have to manually type these in. I think it's better to do that than to pay for traffic from all these other cities. Now, when I'm setting up an account for a local business, I actually have a list of all the biggest cities in the United States, and I'll go to that list and make sure to remove the cities that I actually want to target. So I'm left with a list of all the cities in the U.S. that I don't want traffic for, and I'll add all of those as negative keywords. I also add all of the states and the state abbreviations that are not the state I'm targeting. So every other state gets added as a negative keyword. And I found that this really cleans up the traffic a lot. Because if someone is searching for your service in a different city. Lots of reasons people do that, right? Maybe they're searching for a friend or a parent, or maybe they're going to a different city for some reason. You don't want to be paying for that. So if someone's in Dallas and they're searching for an event planner in Houston, you just want to have that as a negative keyword. Okay, that's the best, most effective way to do it without limiting your traffic too much. So I go to the extreme of adding every large city by basically a population of 100,000 or more is on this list that I have. You can go to like Wikipedia and search on your own to get your own list like that of just the most populous cities in the United States. And I just add those all as negative keywords. Now, you also may need to add some more localized cities. So maybe you're in Dallas and you're only serving a 20-mile radius. And there are other suburbs, other smaller towns in the area that people might be searching for from Dallas that wouldn't make the cut for my 100,000 population list. So on a more localized level, you want to be searching for those as well and adding them as negative keywords. And like I said, this really cleans up the traffic. If someone's searching for a service in a major city, I have it blocked. If they're searching for a service in a smaller city, in that case, what they're going to do is that they're going to include the state. Okay, if you're searching for Atlanta, there's really only one Atlanta. They might not say Atlanta, Georgia. If you're searching for Duluth, Georgia, they'll probably type in GA, Duluth, GA. And because I have GA as a negative keyword, it's going to block that search also. So it pretty much cleans up this whole issue. Yes, it is some work, but really, how long is it going to take you? Maybe 30 minutes, an hour, if you've never done it before. If you have these lists all ready to go, it's not going to take long at all. So take that extra time, exclude those city and state names that are not in the area that you're trying to target. You're going to save money, and you can thank me later. So this has been the Google Ads Strategy Show. I'm your host, Kyle Sullerud, and I will talk to you later.